This episode of Access to the Arts is being made possible through the support of First Bank Richmond. Bank where you belong. Hi, and welcome to this online edition of Access to the Arts, being made possible by First Bank Richmond, where you can bank where you belong, always doing great things together with First Bank Richmond. We appreciate their support of Access to the Arts. I'm having a chance to have a conversation with Monica Koschlein from the Richmond Symphony Orchestra. Always good to see you, but haven't seen you a lot lately.
Yeah, we've been busy, right?
I guess.
We took about a month off, but
Good.
We're back at it again.
Heavily into the summer. We're almost through the summer already. The Sunset series is back. You had your first one in the Rose Garden. It went very well. It was the brass.
Yeah, it was a lovely night. Just a quintet of brass. Love to be out there. The Richmond Rose Garden is a great partner. And we had a new sponsor this year. Darla Bailey wanted to honor the legacy of her parents, Charlie and Mabel. So she brought a lot of family and a lot of friends, and a great new partnership that I think will last. Her parents love music and her parents love flowers, so it was the perfect place to have it.
Cool. It was a very nice evening, but you've got 3 more coming up before the summer is out. You've already got rain dates to go along with them, rain date being the next day just to be on the safe side. First one coming up last day of July at Earlham College.
Yeah, we are going to do the brass again, but rather than a quintet, we're going to have about 14, 15 musicians.
Oh, that's going to be
loud. A really nice brass concert. It's our first time at Earlham.
Yeah.
They invited us. They really want us to be in the heart of Richmond, outside in that center part, kind of in the middle of their campus. We'll have a couple of food trucks. We'll have ice cream, and we'll have drinks for sale.
Ice cream.
And ice cream.
Nice.
Ullery's, I believe, is coming. And so people will want to show up early, make it a really social event, enjoy the atmosphere. The event will, our brass will start at 5:30 and play for about an hour, but people are welcome to come early and they're welcome to stay late, encouraging them to bring their chairs or blankets.
When you say early, how early can people actually arrive? We
That's a really good
2 in the
question.
afternoon. Are we going to start? Are we going to start the party?
I would say the food trucks are probably going to be ready to start serving about 5.
Okay.
But get there early, get your spot. Maybe find a little shade depending on the temperature.
Talk to some friends.
Yes.
I was in the Rose Garden and actually ran into a few people
Good.
I hadn't seen for a while, so it's always a great
Good.
place to be able to do that. You're moving into the Depot District for the next one, first in August 14th. A stroll?
Yeah, this is our second time in the Depot. We kind of dreamed it up last year when the bridge went down. And our businesses were really struggling down there, and people weren't sure how to navigate down there. I think we've all found these odd little routes that we had never been down before to navigate that area easily. But we want to continue to bring attention to that area. And there's so many merchants in the Depot that will open that night, and they're just good partners of the symphony. And so it's a wine walk. They do wine walks throughout the summer, and so this is a wine walk. You can purchase your $10 ticket at the Cordial Cork, which is where you may want to begin. We'll have a musician, but just stroll along. You don't have to be on the wine tour to enjoy the event. And we'll have musicians in 5 different businesses to go in and enjoy. We partnered with the Art Museum last year to invite some artists along as well. Okay. Some were selling art, some were just demonstrating their skill. So it was a really nice event last year, and I think we'll look to have a sizable audience again down there. I think people were really intrigued with what we were going to do. And I hope people will come out and support our local businesses.
The idea of a wine walk, always a lot of fun as you
know,
get into
right?
an end of the summer almost type of evening.
Exactly.
And you wrap up the Sunset series almost at the end of the month, and you're back out at Forest Hills Country Club.
We are. We've been there for several years, and Forest Hills is such a good partner, and it's always been such a delightful evening, so I am hopeful. It's never been too hot. It's never been raining. I don't know what the chances are. But we're hopeful for another really good night. And it's nice to go out there. Forest Hills opens up the dining room to all people as opposed to just their members. And so we had 80 people have dinner before or after last night. So we love, again, to have that partnership and be able to bring awareness and bring attention to one of Richmond's assets.
Great place to hear a concert. If people want information, now you are, even though they're bringing their chairs, you are asking for RSVPs on your website.
We are, and really simply it's not to gather people's personal information. It's to get an idea of the size of the crowd that we're getting so we can kind of think about parking. But also it's to allow people to communicate with us if they have accessibility needs, and our ability to communicate with them, just reminders right at the end, but also if we have to change the date because of rain.
All right. Monica Koschlein with the Richmond Symphony Orchestra. If you need more information on the Sunset Series, check them out, richmondsymphony.org. Always good to talk to you.
Always good to be in the studio.
As always, I wish you well. This episode of Access to the Arts is being made possible through the support of First Bank Richmond. Bank where you belong.
The court's always been my place, where everything just flows. Banking with First Bank Richmond, it's no different. Day in, day out, shot after shot, rep after rep, building my legacy and my financial gain. First Bank Richmond, this is where I belong.